Yeah, DC. Wow, right. So, this might not be the latest. As you may know, I'm not a YouTuber, right? I'm using my phone for things, and as I say, I'm just doing this for myself, really. So whenever there's a lot of YouTubers that live and breathe by YouTube, and I sometimes get the news the same way you guys do. But when I actually release it, it's not exactly news. It's like old news. But at least this way I get my views across, and what I think. So the latest, and we've all sort of expected it. Okay. By the way, I got a bike, and I went just after kind of when the lockdown sort of released its grip on the nation. I just went to the beach, and I was doing one of these like slow motion imitating Baywatch thing, and I thought, yeah, I'm the bee's knees here, running in slow motion and posing and everything. And then of course somebody recorded it, showed me it. Wow, I look like a beach whale. So I've got a loan of a bike and I'm cycling just like everybody else in the world does. And it's very hard to get a bike. And I'm drifting off the subject. Right, so we all sort of expected this, but it's nice to see articles talk about it. And so here we go. Zack Snyder hasn't spoiled Justice League with his images. This is from Screen Rant, right? Original Justice League director Zack Snyder says he hasn't revealed too much about his cut, despite posting numerous images teasing what's to come. Mind you, I believe when he was starting to post these things, I think he was just trying to release stuff that he never thought would see the light of day. But now things have changed, and now we're getting more than just that 2:14 cut of the movie. Zack Snyder says that he hasn't revealed much at all about his cut of Justice League, despite posting numerous images teasing what's to come when the new version of the movie hits HBO Max in 2021. Snyder famously left production from the DC. I like that. Famously left production. Famously. I wouldn't even say left production. I would say he was like treated as Julius Caesar, knives out the back. Production DC extended universe superhero team up with a tragedy in his family. DC extended team up after a tragedy in the family. Right, okay. Leaving Joss Whedon to finish the movie. The result was an incoherent mess of a film that fared poorly at the box office. And I remember talking to people, how did you like it? What did you think? It was all, you can check my earlier reaction. What a fool I was. What a idiot. Right, when news emerged that Warner Brothers and Whedon has discarded much of Snyder's original vision and reshot a number of key scenes to slim down their narrative, fans then it went up in arms. Over the next 3 years, an online campaign sprung up to have the so-called Snyder Cut Snyder Cut released. Then, after months of rumours, fans were overjoyed when Snyder revealed that his cut would finally see the light on HBO Max, dropping the news during a Man of Steel online viewing party. Since then, and in the years leading up to the cut's announcement, Snyder has posted a number of images and one video teasing footage from the version of the movie. It's the Wonder Woman, which we'd all seen, for those who've campaigned as long as myself and all you other people out there. Today on a viral post celebrating the fact that fans have raised over 200,000, and that's well done. I would love to own one of those Zack Snyder tops, but over the UK, getting the posing and everything else, I'm always late to I would just love it. I would love, as I say, if they really released it in shops, in Warner Brothers sort of. You can go to any sort of comic shop or something, and T-shirts and tops will be there. I would love that. For American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, a cause that Snyder champions. A fan asked the director where he had any more Justice League surprises left due to releasing so many spoilers over the years. Snyder replied by saying, "If yeah, you have only seen the tip of the iceberg." You can see the comment. Bum, bum, bum. So I'll basically read that out to you. My phone's probably a wee bit thingy. So this guy, says, Zack Snyder, sorry, just wanted to ask this two questions badly. What? You have anything? Do you have anything surprise for us fans, as in your cut of Justice? Stop calling it a cut. It's not a cut anymore. Because, not to be offensive, whatever spoilers you had planned had already been revealed. Again, I'm a big fan. Have you ever planned doing a Marabart live action? I've never heard of that movie piece. I heard you're a fan. Somebody then puts, that's wonderful, congratulations, probably over the money for the charity. The Ned Queen says, it's an honour and we only just got started. And Zack Snyder goes, and there's a wee scribble over it. Yeah, you have only seen the tip of the iceberg. There have been fears that Snyder has been too open with his posts online. That's because he never expected it. But fans never gave up. Apart from those haters that just, I don't know, I think all those haters out there are just like, we were on the wrong side of the tracks. And I am so still surprised, as said in my previous video, that these people have got followers. Because, I always listen to people that kind of come from more of a legit, unbiased sort of view and news and stuff like that. These people just make up stuff, and I mean, look at John Campia. His website is kind of closed down, and he's saying, "Oh, it's because it takes up too much of my time. I've got to spend time with the family." Well, I do this. I've got a family, but I'm not after the views. I just do this because I'm passionate. I think it can become addictive. After watching a wee video of Geeks and Gamers, when he actually mentions it's his business, then that's when you go, right, business. That's why he's got editors that does his videos and stuff. And as I say, I always seem to think, I wish YouTubers were more of a personal thing and not all about businesses and everything else, and they get the views. I'd rather just see the normal person on the street and listen to them. Anyway, but that's just my thing, and I might be biased on that, but I like genuine people that are, couldn't be persuaded. I'm not saying these channels aren't, some of them are, but it's like, for me, in girls in makeup, I'd rather see the girl without makeup than the sort of mask. Anyway, back onto the subject. It does beg the question of just how much footage from Snyder's version of Justice League was left on the cutting room floor. The director had released a large amount of material that was not included in the theatrical cut, and fans already know that Whedon's version changed a great deal, especially regarding Henry Cavill's Superman. But if what has been shown is just the tip of the iceberg, as Snyder says, then fans are in for a treat, and look what's just under that bit. It's honestly, on what other channel in our mind, I talk about how the internet or Facebook and whatnot, it seems to know you more, right? And I left Facebook. I closed down my huge DC page, and but it somehow keeps tracks of my likes and my wants and my purchases online. It is scary, so just be mindful out there, okay? Snyder has long insisted his versions of the movie is a much more intricate and involved tale than the version everyone has seen. It's even been reported as a possibility Snyder could present his cut, I'm hating this cut thing, of Justice League as a series of TV episodes. But each with their own cliffhanger ending. The latest comment seems to bear that out, and if Snyder can deliver on his promise of a lot more content, HBO Max could have a hit on its hands, of course. The inclusion of a new material says nothing about the quality of the material. Let me read that back again. HBO Max could have a hit on its hands, of course. The inclusion of new material says nothing about the quality of that material. But it is a promising sign for fans who have campaigned to see the Justice League Snyder Cut. Not a cut. It's his movie. It's Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then there's Snyder Cut will finally feature a darker Superman. Yeah, tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg. I mean, so what do we know so far, right? Green Martian, more Green Lantern. What's going on with Ryan Reynolds? What's going on with Michael Keaton? And I was going to make a video of this, but I'd rather just talk about it just now, and I want your thoughts and feelings about it. Even though there's talk about Michael Keaton being Batman and Batman Beyond, right, where there's Bruce Wayne plays, an old man, and there's a new guy, young guy, Terry Guinness, I think his name is, and he fills in the role. And to me, it's still, I don't care. If Bruce Wayne is not in the suit, it's not Batman, and that's what I'm a fan of, right? I like Batman. So if you ever start thinking about going down the lines of Batman Beyond, it's beyond me, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of it, and I'm a character, and to me, Batman is Bruce Wayne because of the history and everything else. It's not what Christopher Nolan film says that, anybody could pick up the mantle and it becomes a symbol, a legend. I went, no way, not for me. That it's the heart and soul of the character that's under that cowl. It's the history and everything else. But let me know what you think. What else do we know about the Justice League? Darkseid, Boomtube. There were talks about, and originally it wasn't really Steppenwolf was going to be a major villain. I'm not too sure if that's right. But he was, first of all, thought of to be playing a bigger role in Suicide Squad. But because Zack Snyder recut the film and everything else, he probably does have Steppenwolf as we saw him in BVS, which will be great. That image instead of what we got. I believe there's going to be more scenes of Darkseid talking to Steppenwolf. What else? Probably more backstory about the boxes. There's somebody that's deciphered what was on that trailer on the wall, talking about Darkseid and how all the boxes went to man, but you don't really need to know about the decipher because it tells in the narrative. What else? And of course, Superman, he comes back, but not as the Superman that we all know. What else? What else am I missing? Oh, backstories of Flash, backstories of Cyborg, Aquaman, and everything else. So more character development in those ones. Probably Wonder Woman, of course, as well. And then we've got those fabled stories of what was originally planned for a trilogy, with Justice League being wiped out in the middle and everything else in the middle movie. So then we've got somebody's murder, maybe. I don't know if that happens in the first one or in the second one. I'm not going to say who, but somebody gets murdered. hence Superman's turn to the dark side. I mean, that's everything really roughly that has been said to us already. And if that is like just the tip, wow. I mean, it's got to be massive. It's got to be massive, and more intriguing. But again, that could be, I like to think that it's all true, but there's also, you've got to, when we watch it, we might not regard that as being massive, or maybe we've already thought about it in our head. So when we go and see it, it's not. So the best thing is just to empty our heads of anticipation, ideas of what we should see, and just enjoy what we do see instead of what we want to see in our heads. So let me know what you think about this whole thing. Let me know about your Batman Beyond thing, all the news that's came out recently. Just put in the comments, and I will read them. I will read them. Okay, well, thank you very much. Please like, share, and encourage me to keep going. And thanks very much for watching.